land for yourself. And to the Jewish community, you are not alone. There are students on this campus that support you and want to stand beside you even when it doesn't seem like it. Invite a non-Jewish friend to a Shabbat dinner. There are those that want to support but don't know how. Extend a hand. And to everyone, it is up to us to remember the events of October 7th, give time for mourning, and then walk forward boldly and continue to live our lives on this campus in love, peace, hope, and unity. Thank you.
Unimaginable chaos, this prayer became more than just words. It served as a code, a way to enjoy.
Now, I'd like to introduce Maya and Sarah, who will lead us in singing a tikva, Israel's national anthem.
It's really fast, I promise you.
Yes, my name is Gilad Sandler.
Can you spell it for me?
Yeah, Gilad.
And your last name?
Sandler, Sandler.
Okay. So can you tell me why was this important to be here tonight?
This is very important because today we mark the 1 year since the Hamas October 7 massacre, that their terrorists invaded Israel and raped, burned, and tortured Israelis on the border, women, children, and babies, which led Israel to the response. So this year was one of the toughest year for Israelis in the Jewish community. On October 7th, there were more Jews killed in a single day since the Holocaust. And we experience it till today. And I think it's extremely important that over here at UCLA, that last year we saw horrific images of Jews being afraid to walk around campus. I think this is a shame to the university and a shame to everybody who are responsible for the safety of the Jewish community, who are just like you're saying, coming to protest peacefully. They're not tearing down American flags like other protesters. They're coming together to show their love and support to their country and for the hostages that are still being held in Gaza, including a lot of Americans that are being held in the tunnels of terrorists who don't let the Red Cross or anyone even visit them or see how they're doing or to see a signal of life. So there is so many things going on, and I think I don't even live here. I am a tourist. I came for business, but when I saw some post on Facebook and I saw that there is in UCLA there will be a ceremony for October 7th. I said I must leave everything I'm doing right now and come and support my people and You know, it's
What do you feel in your heart seeing all of these people gathered here today? It's over, but they're still here. What do you feel in your heart when you see that?
yeah, I almost have tears. I must say this is a very emotional day for us. I can't believe it's been a year. I have a personal experience about it. My mom was living in kibbutz, which is a town on the Gaza border, on that day, on October 7th. And she was saved by a miracle. She had terrorists in her home who couldn't open the shelter. And by a miracle, the security and the people who protected the kibbutz managed to tear down these terrorists. So there was so many to see this and to see Jews here in UCLA to be able to have a ceremony and express their love for their people. They're not hating anyone. They just want to see their people and their country safe. And after this ceremony, they just want to walk around campus without being harassed for who they are. I think a lot of these people, they came to America from places where Jews been threat and abused in Eastern Europe and Nazi Germany, and the grandparents of a lot of these people came here to America to feel safe. And like they said here in the ceremony, that some people, a lot of the Jewish community, they feel safer in Israel sometimes than in America right now. So I think it's very important to have this ceremony and to bring the awareness of what happened. And regardless, I think the suffering of civilians is terrible all over the world, regardless. But we have to remember that for Israel, every civilian casualty is a tragedy. It's for Hamas and Hezbollah and the terrorists and the proxies of Iran. Every civilian casualty is a strategy. They hiding behind civilians, shooting rockets. They don't care about their own people. And I really hope that that the peace will be back for this region. And like you see, people here they're singing songs, they're protesting peacefully. And for me, it will be very important, and I will be very happy to hear about from my colleagues and from my friends and fellow Jews over here that this calendar year in university, Jews and Israelis can just walk around campus without being afraid to express their opinion. It's about open debate. If people want to have a debate and have questions and answers, obviously there is no black and white. There is a lot of things in between. So yeah, I think this event is very important for the awareness of everyone on campus, the Jews, non-Jews, Israel, pro-Israel, or you're maybe have a criticism about what's happening right now. Wars are not the nicest things in the world, but sometimes it's very important to bring the awareness and I know America is a free country and everybody should be able to express their opinions and their love for their country, and most importantly for their religion. Jews the last year in America, as an Israeli, I was shocked by the footage of seeing the scenes in universities of Jews being treated like Germany in 1939. They've been blocked of walking around campus, of Jewish professors were denied to teach, Jewish students were denied to classes. I mean, this is things that I've heard from my grandma that she came from Lithuania or from other scenes in the history of the world. I couldn't believe this is happening in America, and I think it's very important that the university here and all over the U.S. and the Western countries will continue this. This is a good start to continue this approach that everybody should have the right to express themselves, and I hope that I know it's a cliche, but I hope that peace will be brought for this region that's been suffer for too much bloodshed over the history.
Can you spell your name for me one more time?
Yes, it's Gilad, Gilad, Sandler, Sandler, like Adam Sandler.